to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A handoff, running left, Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown. Evan Ingram. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership. And
touchdown, Titans!
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
fourth down. Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown Giants! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
From the 31, Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Jones off the play fake. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
210 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Derrick Henry. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try the right side with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Jones, off play action. He's going to go up top again.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Titans.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Giants 49, Titans 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To throw is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. Looking deep for Julio.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Henry again on second down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And the busy night for Henry continues. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Running again with Barkley on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Room here to run. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there on the run.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Second down, they go again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys